Well, welcome back guys. I'm going to do my first video ever of a laptop breakdown video, basically scavenging it for parts and stuff. So first let's see what laptop I'm doing today. I've got a Dell here, and it is a Dell D510. So this is something I bought basically for parts because I knew that it was going to work. So do you want to see the exact problem with it? So let's first see what the problem is before I explore what the laptop features. And I come up with a white screen. The fan doesn't switches on, but the Bluetooth is working. So that is the problem. Fix, or possibly if I can't fix, I've also tried it with the external display, which is located in my room, and it still does not work. So let's get on exploring the laptop. So we have a Dell Latitude 810. So we're going to first look on the ports. So we have two speakers there, a cracked palm rest, which I hate. On the other side, the reason I've got newspaper there is I don't want to do it in my bed. We've got a CD writer / DVD writer. We've got two USBs, a headphone and a microphone. The exhaust fan there. And on the back is pretty heavy, this guys. We've got another exhaust infrared. We've got Ethernet. We've got a modem, and we've got two USBs. That is a S-video cable. We have a serial. We have a VGA there. We also have the adapter cable there, and we have the exhaust fan there. On this side we have the exhaust fan vent, and what we have is a smart card reader, not a smart card reader, yes that is a smart card reader, a PCMI slot, and what should be a hard drive in there, which is missing. On the bottom we have the battery, we have some, what you call it, RAM in there, and we also have your external dock. We also have the strike points and your fan there. So opening her up guys, so we're going to open her up. We have that 15-inch screen there. We have a rather shabby looking keyboard. I don't want this on my bed guys. That's how bad that keyboard is. We have analog stick, not analog but really a pointer. We have a mouse pad. The buttons are pretty good on there, and the battery is dead. So we have a dead battery on this. And what I'm going to do now in terms of demonstration is I'm going to use my toolkit, and we're going to basically pull this laptop for parts, because I don't see the sense in trying to repair it, because what it looks like is the motherboard is dead, because I've tried opening the bezel, and the screen thing still does not work. So what we're going to do, first things first, is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull this in, so you just press it down, pull it up like this. You need quite big nails, and we in through to the top bit of the laptop. Screw wise, I'm going to just select. This is what I hate, is we got a screw there. Get rid of this screw. So all the time we're just removing screws. How fun is this guys? So the keyboard should lift out, and I get this off my bed guys. I don't like this on my bed. So yeah, there we go. We pulled the keyboard off. So the keyboard is off already. Now we're left with the actual laptop itself. So what we're going to do, we're going to shut this off and go to the back side, remove the battery, even though there's no worth saving that battery. Ow, ow, I just put that on my foot guys. And under here we've got a CMOS battery. Remove this CMOS battery. Yes. And we also got some Bluetooth there. I'm going to remove that later on. I'm going to just do these screws here. And all the time we're trying to... So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pause the video for this, I'm going to unscrew this one. I'm going to unscrew this one. I'm going to unscrew that. And I'm also going to unscrew that. I'm going to also unscrew that there, that one there, that there, that there, that there, and I mean that there, that there, that there, and that there, and this as well, and also unscrew these and that. And as soon as I've done that, I'll carry on with the video and show you what we've got left. Okay guys? So I've unscrewed every screw out of the holes you see. So I've got that pile there now, so that's built up. So let's remove this. Still stuck. There we go. So what part have we got to save here? We've got some memory. So that might be good. So we're scavenging this part. I'm going to just remove that. So remove that part. Take those antennas. So we've got Wi-Fi card there. So what have we got to save? We've got the Bluetooth thing there. We've also got some memory there, which is just only 256, I presume. We've got a Wi-Fi card there. We've also got the bottom panel, which is pretty good, decent shape there. And so far that's all we've got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the laptop around and see what else we could save. And I mean save. We've got some memory there, so we've got, I reckon we only got a 256 there. Yes, it is a 256 focus. So trust me on this, guys. It's a PC2, so DDR2 4200. So we've got some memory there. I'll test that later. And what looks like a very nasty little CPU fan. So it's probably overheated as well. So the screen, it looks like it's got some water in. So I spotted another screw. Whilst we're here, we could undo that screw as well. So take out that screw. See another screw there. There's another one. So we could take that one out. So we've got some screws. I don't see any more screws. So I presume that is the end of the screws. Now what I need to work out is how to take this out. We have also got the DVD writer, I mean CD-ROM drive. So let's remove that. So what it is, I'll test that later on a different machine. So there we go. So it is doesn't actually say, no, it says it's CD-ROM drive, DVD-ROM. So it's a CD writer, DVD-ROM. So we've got those two parts. The CoE is pretty good. So we still got CoE and that mouse mat. So I like the copy here. That looks pretty good. Another thing, we don't need this, so I could take this out. Bezel, we don't need that. Take that out. It's actually very dirty. And let's see how we could possibly take this apart. Yes, it just falls apart, guys. So hang on, guys. Yes, it just falls apart. You see the back. That might have some screws. Nope. Don't have any screws on the back. So it's just a case of finding out how to do this. I'm going to pause the video for this just to find out how to do it, because it's hard holding the camera. I've solved the problem, guys. So with those screws undone, I could just pull that out, pull this out, and we've got good hinges there, so they're pretty good hinges. So that's out. Got that bit there. So what's that's holding on? So it was just basically a connector. Take that out. And there we go. We've removed the lid. I'll be back to that one, guys. We removed the lid, and now it's just a case of working this case. It's pretty hard doing it with two hands, guys, so bear with me. We've got something holding it. Yes, it's that part there is being held in. So you've got to remove this screw as well now. So there we go, guys. Remove that screw. And another thing. Yeah, we've got a secret screw there, guys, as well. So don't forget that one. Now it should easily lift off. And we've got a screw there, guys. So basically, if you're going to remove this, just look out for the screws. So it doesn't really matter on this one, but you've got a screw there. You've actually got a screw there as well, and you've got a screw there. So just remove those screws. You should be good to go, and also remove a screw there as well, and pull this thing out. So this is how, what we call, I've not read a guide for this. Normally I would read a guide, but really today, no. So you just pull the thing out, and presume we've got the bezel out. So there we have the D610 palm rest. I mean 810 palm rest. So that's removed. Part wise, that palm rest with that crack, still doable because it's not on the outside, but with that crack, still salvageable. So good palm rest there. Remove that. Now we're down to the bottom base. Now that is appalling, guys. That is really bad. That is like crappy bad, man. I'm not going to even say that. That's just crap. No wonder it died. Look at that. That's just really appalling. Never seen it that bad on a... No, I'm not going to even touch that. That is like appalling, man. If that's how you treat your laptop, guys, no wonder it dies. Right, what are we going to save on this? Well, I'm not saving that fan. No way am I saving that fan. So what I'm going to save is this big thing here. That's pretty good for cooler as well, and you could cut them off as well. So, and this has got a CPU to it. So let's undo this now. That is really bad, guys. I've actually never seen it that bad on a laptop before. It's gruesome. So all I'm doing is I'm unscrewing these screws here, and that should free up this. And it's doing it. You just do it slowly at one time, because if you do it a lot and you just unscrew one end, it could flip or switch the board, so it cracks the board. So just do it one bit at a time. Don't do it all at once, because what happens is the screws could go on one end and it could bend the board. So do it slowly. Obviously I'm not taking as much care as I would if this was a working machine, but it's not in a state to be repaired. So all I'm just doing is I'm salvaging this for parts. So to me this is just... Oh no, guys, that is really bad. That's like shocking. That is bad, guys. That is just shocking, man. That is just like, ew, I mean, gosh, man. That is just shocking. Oh, no wonder. Right, so I've got that part, so I've saved that. The next part, if the CPU is not fried, is I'm going to save that CPU. I'm not going to even touch this board, guys. What is it? It's a 1.73, 2 megabytes of 667. So the processor might be still good if they haven't fried it. So let's take that processor. And there we go, guys, we've got the processor. So far I've saved a memory. I've saved that, and right, I don't want to turn this around, guys, because I'm going to save the Bluetooth as well. So, and we also got some decent speakers here, guys, as well. So another thing to save. I've got the Bluetooth there. I'm going to save this Bluetooth. So we've got the cable there. Save that Bluetooth. I'm definitely going to wash my hands properly, man. The Bluetooth. I'm not switching this board around just yet. I'm going to do that somewhere else because all that dirt is just going to fly out. So we've got some speakers. A decent pair of speakers as well. So let's see if we could save these speakers. So these are some D810 speakers. So far I've saved that much screws. There we go. And I've just saved the speaker column. So there we go. Speakers removed. Obviously you pull them gently, but I'm not taking as much care on purpose because this computer is really appalling. That's a smart card reader. I'm not going to save that, but I'm going to save the screw. You see, what I've learned in building computers or repairing computers is you save the little screws, because those screws, you never know when you will need those screws, you see. So I tend to save a lot of the screws as I can. So if I see a black screw, I keep them. So I'm not going to switch this around. We're obviously going to do this outside once I've removed the screws I need, because it's really appalling. I mean, look at that. That is really bad. It's like someone could keep their machine like that. No wonder it dies on them. So the base is pretty good as well, so I might keep that base, you know. Base could come in handy. Just trying to find, obviously this machine is clogged down in dirt and grime over the years, and it's not my machine, guys. I don't keep my machine like that. I mean, it's like gruesome just putting it in my bedroom. I just feel like chucking it out. I should really, you know, but is it? I'm not saving that screw either. What else? There's a screw there as well. So we're playing a bit of a screw game here, because we are screwing around. You get the joke? No, you don't. So what we're doing is we're removing screws. And these screws, oh yes, you might say why screws, but these screws come in useful when you've got a computer that has missing screws, and you can't really buy these in shops, guys, so you don't want to go and ordering them off eBay just for screws, which you could just save from laptops. So far I can see I can see no more screws at the moment. Yes, I cannot see any screws. So that's good. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm actually going to do this outside, guys. I'm not that mad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch around and remove that wireless card and the RAM. And basically once I've done that, I'm not going to show you how, I'm not going to do that here because it's going to screw up my room and it's like dirty as hell. Oh come on, that is bad, man. That is just appalling. I'm shocked that anyone can keep their computer on, never mind working. So this is a tough machine if it's survived that long. I'm just removing, I'm going to throw that fan off. That fan is definitely going. I'm not going to even bother cleaning that. That's just shocking, and I bet it doesn't even work. That's the thing. It's, if it was workable, yeah, I'd probably dust blast it, but actually I'm going to remove that screw. Actually I'm not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video for this, guys. I'm going to go outside, and I'm not going to show you outside because it's private, but what I'll do is I'm going to remove screws and I'm going to remove the motherboard. So basically I'm going to show you what I salvage out of the laptop, but I'm not going to show you how to remove all that sort of stuff, because what it is that's my obstacle. So it's not going to be a full teardown video, but it'll give you a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside, take bits out, and I'll come back and I'll show you the bits. Right, so I'll see you in the next part. So I'm back, guys, and guess what? I just saved those two bits, not even the base, because once I removed the motherboard, it was like in appalling sort of state. It was not even worth, I think my insanity was worth more than the actual equipment itself, so I just threw it in the bin. Just save those two bits, and thought it was not even worth pressure washing. So that is, just shows you guys, even I have a bit of class. So I've saved those bits. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the remaining bit. So we've got a nice bezel, so D810, good for eBay. You've also got that, it's good, DVD CD rewriter. We've also got, I'm going to leave that on the thing, but we've also got that. We've also got that, so that's another bit in my collection. Now the screen might be working, but here's the thing, guys. I don't have any space for this screen, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the hinges. Actually, I'm going to keep hold on this screen, so I'm going to keep this, and I've also got speakers. They're not as great as I thought they would be. I mean, they're just generic speakers, so I'm thinking about this, guys. So not as much as I wanted to save, but at the same time we've got results. We've got some screws there, we've got some memory, we also got a CPU there, which is a pretty decent CPU anyway. It's a Centrino. It's a 1.73 megahertz, 2 megabytes, and 533 megahertz bus. So a 740 SLA chip. So good. So, and we got some decent hinges. So that. Right, guys. I thought I would share with you another video. Obviously, it's regarding that Dell 810 that I got rid of. I'll show you what I do with my machine. Sorry, I got stuck on the bed. Basically, I'll show you what I do with parts. Right, what I do is, this is a good example. When I get parts and I salvage the parts out of the broken laptops, I keep them. So what that allows me to do is keep a variety of stuff. For example, I've got various types of memory in there, so from PC100, PC133 to SODIMM to DDR2 to DDR3. So I've got various types of memory in here. Primary example is that's an IBM, and that allows me to use this memory when I've got another laptop in. I've also got various IDE hard drives there, 2.5 inch, and I keep a hold of them. I've got in total about 8 altogether from machines that I've salvaged the hard drive from. I also have here, this is a good example, I've got Wi-Fi cards. So if I get a laptop with old style or retro style laptop with no Wi-Fi, I'm able to connect Wi-Fi and get these old ones back on. So that's the reason I salvage the parts, so I could use them in future projects. So on here I've got all the memories, so I've got DDR2, DDR1, SODIMM, even micro SODIMM as well. So I've got various types. On the bottom, what else I do? On the bottom I've still got hard drives, but you know all those screws that I was taking out on my laptop? Well, these are all the screws that I've taken out of various laptops, and I pile them in here, and this allows me to search for a screw when I need one. And those CPUs, good example is here. I have a variety of CPUs which I've taken out of laptops. This one I just took out today with that D810. I also have a variety of CMOS batteries, so yes, some are working, some are not, but it's good to keep a spare just in case they start working again. I also have PS2 connectors, various bobs. For example, this today I just took out the Bluetooth so I could add it onto my a new laptop I get, D630 edition or anything like that. I've also got various connectors for my adapter, so it allows me to check the laptops. So basically all this shows that through time you got a series of parts, and those parts you don't have to go and purchase or spend money on. So I've got these parts so I could use them. Another thing I would like to show you guys, once I get this shot, it's getting harder and harder to shot because it's got so much stuff in it. But anyway, I'll do that when I've got the video off. Another thing I like to do is keep little bits and bobs of the laptop if I come across a laptop. So for example, today you probably saw me get this out. It was a Dell 810. Obviously I've kept it in case I need to use that part and I come across another part, or I probably would use it for putting onto another CPU. Basically I'll trim it down and use that part. I've also got various keyboards which I've taken out of laptops. I shouldn't really keep this keyboard because there's quite a lot of dirt on it. But the reason I've kept it is I know that Dell D610s or 810s have problems with your keyboard, so it's a simple case of swapping and switching. That's from Toshiba R500. It's pretty bent on the back, but the keys are pretty good on there. I've also got keys there. The thing is, when I have old laptops, I also take out the speakers. So for example, that one came out of my Toshiba 55 CDT. It broke actually, I forgot to tell you about that one. That one broke, so I took the speakers out. Good speakers on them, they're very well made, so if you got some cheapy sound or anything like that, you can replace them. I also keep a lot of fans. If you look at my CPU collection, you can see I've got a lot of fans in here. Basically some of these fans are replaceable, so you could put them in various parts. For example, that came from my IBM T43. Unfortunately I don't have that anymore because of the graphic issue, so I don't have that, but I do have the CPU cooler. So in case I come across another IBM ThinkPad T42 or 43, I could easily replace the fan if it's faulty. So a relatively simple fix. Another example is this one here. That's from an IBM X60S. So I've got an X60S coming in, and if that's got a faulty fan, the first thing I'll be doing is replacing the fan entirely. I also got another fan here. It's a very old one, but they're good fans, you see. That came from my Fujitsu. Pretty good keyboard as well, so I've got a keyboard there just in case I come across. Another thing I keep hold on is what this allows you to do is keep collection of your IBM ThinkPad parts and use them. So I've got like 2 on here. Good example. I've got 2 there. So that is my parts collection. Another thing I want to show you is my parts of DVD writers, CD-ROMs and stuff like that. For example, that CDT550, that's its CD-ROM, sorry. So I just basically keep these parts relatively, these are all the parts I've got, and these parts do come in useful when I'm purchasing a laptop and I could see with relatively little amount of money I could still have the machine up and running. For example, if I came up with a laptop today and it had a hard drive missing, I didn't have to go and buy one. All I have to do is go to my parts bin. Well, these are all my parts bins, so I've kept this in order. So for example, all my CD-ROMs are in there, DVD-ROMs are in there, all my bits and bobs, special parts, for example speakers, fans and various, I even got a graphic card on there for that CPS, so I could basically replace that graphic card if I come across one. And in there I've got memory